My most anticipated movie of the year? Let's talk about it, baby. F1 the movie. A Formula One driver named Sonny Hayes comes out of retirement to mentor and even team up against a younger, less experienced driver, Joshua Pearce, to save the racing company he works for from extinction. Joseph Kosinski, the director of Top Gun Maverick and Tron Legacy and Oblivion, is the director of F1, and so I'm a big fan of his work, and I like Brad Pitt. I love racing movies. I love sports movies. So when I first saw the trailers to this film, where it was to We Will Rock You by Queen, my favorite band of all time, that trailer just absolutely pumped me up, and I've been excited for over a year to see this movie. So, what did I think of F1? Yes! Yes!
Yes, Queen! Yes, Queen! Yes, Queen! Yes, Queen!
This is how you make a movie. This is how you do it.
This is how we do it.
I absolutely loved F1 the movie. This is my most anticipated film of the year, and it ended up being one of my favorite films of the year. It's definitely going to be in my top 10 list of the year. If you liked Top Gun Maverick, you will like F1. And it's basically that same sort of formula as Top Gun Maverick, but brought into the F1 racing world with some differences. Don't get me wrong, it's not just like a carbon copy, but it has that sports movie feel. It is a sports movie. It is a film about racing. A lot of this movie is about how racing works. It has to tell the audience and explain to the audience what's going on, how points are scored, and what are some of the demerits or fines that people can get in racing, and how pit crews work and stuff like that. Like, it's really interested in the racing world. So if you love Formula One racing, I feel like you will enjoy the hell out of this movie, even more than I already am. And I know jack all about Formula One racing.
You don't know nothing about anything.
That's just not my thing. But I love cars, and I love driving, and I love racing movies and stuff like that. So this was already that movie that I've been just kind of craving and really wanting to see, and it did not let me down. It did not disappoint. First of all, the acting is really good. I thought Brad Pitt's performance was okay, actually. If anything, he is just being Brad Pitt. So there's not a ton of acting for him in this movie. It's just kind of like him on screen, being that ex-retired, driver, and not a lot to him. But I felt like everyone else around him was absolutely incredible. Is this movie going to be nominated for Academy Awards for performances? No. Definitely not. And I don't think that's what the movie's going for. It's not trying to be like, here's an amazing character piece. The directing is fantastic. This is where Joseph Kosinski should be nominated for a directing award, because I think he is amazing at putting cameras and action onto the screen in such cool and visceral ways and such creative ways. Like, the cinematography in this movie is stunning. Like, at one point, the camera is focusing on Brad Pitt driving the car, and then it's on a rig on top of the Formula One racing car, and the camera pans over to the front of the car, and you see how fast he's driving, him actually on the racetrack. It's not Brad Pitt stunt double, it's actually him driving the car. So good. Put the camera in the action. And that's what he did with Top Gun Maverick, and I felt like he even perfected it or got even better in this film. I think he is such an amazing technical director. He can make Hollywood big blockbuster films accessible to everyone so well, and that's what this movie is. The sound design is stunning, just absolutely booming. Well, of course it is. They got Hans Zimmer to score the movie, one of the best, if not arguably the best, composer in the film industry, still working to this day. I thought the editing was pretty good. Yeah, this movie is maybe about 10-15 minutes too long, but when the racing scenes are so stunning and so captivating and beautiful to watch, I kind of forget about that. I can forgive this movie for being a little bit too long. I'm okay with that because the racing scenes are worth it. There's 7 to 8 kind of big main racing scenes in this film, which is a lot for a 2.5-hour film. 5 to 10 minute long, you know, sequences in this film that are just gorgeous to look at. I felt like I was actually at these races, and the fact that they filmed at these Formula One races in real life, or while these races were, you know, going on, or maybe afterwards, was perfect, because that's how you make this movie look so grand, epic, and big. Now, you can see the money being spent on the screen here. Like, you know that this is not a cheap movie. It's an expensive movie to be made. The production is awesome. The actors, the directing, the sound effects, the entertainment value of this film is just huge. Like, it's just extremely entertaining of a film. I don't know if it's necessarily a negative thing, but this movie is definitely predictable. Like, I can see the ending coming from a mile away. But that's also just sports movies in general. It's not very often that a sports movie subverts my expectations of how things are going to turn out by, you know, the end of the film, or even just like certain beats in a story in a sports movie. They can just be predictable. And so, yeah, there's definitely some telegraphing you can see coming from a long ways away in this film. But again, because the movie's so well made and it's so much fun, it's so entertaining, I didn't really care too much about that either. But for me, the biggest thing I didn't like about this movie is some of the plot points, like getting from A, B, C to D, didn't make sense. And like, there's a subplot with a guy who's trying to destroy, like, you know, this company, this racing company from the inside. And I just didn't like the company espionage part of this film. There's like 10 to 20 minutes that could have just been cut out. I don't think it was necessarily needed. They focus only on this racing team, Apex, right? I think it's called Apex Racing. This movie doesn't go into Ferrari, doesn't go into Mercedes, doesn't go into any of the other companies. We don't meet very many other drivers. There's no one who's like a villain in this movie. Like, I think of like Talladega Nights. You know, you got Ricky Bobby, and you got the Frenchman, played by Sacha Baron Cohen. I forget his name now.
You have spilled my macchiato.
This movie didn't really have a villain per se. And I think it would have been really nice to have a villain on the racetrack, but at the same time, I like that they just focused on the struggles of this one racing team. So like, take the good with the bad with the good. But overall, I loved this movie. This might be Joseph Kosinski's best film, if not his second best. Like, this is right up there with Top Gun Maverick. Do yourself a favor, go see this in IMAX on the biggest screen possible. You don't want to see it on any other screen, because it's so worth it. It's been the best theater experience I've had this year so far in 2025. Hands down, bar none, nothing else has beat it. So I'm going to go ahead and give F1 the movie an A. Yes, one of the most highly rated films on this channel this year. If you like this video, make sure you click that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, comment down below, what did you think of F1 the movie? Were you excited for this film? Are you an F1 lover in real life? What is your favorite racing movie? Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back and check out some other movie reviews, such as The Fantastic Four: First Steps, Superman, and 28 Years Later. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next film.